When you hear the word park, what do you think of? Maybe a playground, some trees, nice flat open areas with kids running around having fun. This park is called the Pioneer Park. Why is it called that? Because when you'd be having fun running around, you'd be running around on top of those pioneers. As this park is built on top of a cemetery from the 1870s, containing 800 people buried here in less than 2 square kilometers, with some people being buried in multiple coffins in the same area. There have been coffins that have contained 6 people in one coffin. 5% of those people have proper gravestones. The rest of those people are buried all throughout the rest of this park. These are those graves. The adults are buried on the right, and the people on the left are the younger people. Every person buried in here is Catholic, and they were all pioneers who came here during the last part of the gold rush. There are some real 1849ers buried here. You can find kids running, playing on, even standing on parts of the graves. There's also been rumors that there are actual lower sections of the cemetery where the highway now is. You can also see the old cemetery wall down there. The coffins here are extremely tiny, as the city needed space for a cemetery. These 2 square kilometers were what they came up with, but they ran out of space because of residential developers. They needed space for a park, so they built a park on top of the dead people. Insert Pet Cemetery reference. If you want to know how big those coffins actually were, you're going to want to come down to the left to see the part for where the younger people are buried, the children. There are also some stillborn people buried here, which is very sad. Each of these graves over here, which are buried, cemented vertically, is how big the coffin was. This is the area where you can find the coffin where 6 people were buried in. If you were just running around in this random area of the park and you dug 6 feet down, there's a good chance you'd hit a hard part, which would be a coffin. 95% of the people who are buried on property don't have a gravestone, which makes it extra morbid. In the 70s, the city erected a memorial for those people who were buried here. There's 800 names, 1 for each pioneer. So yeah, that was the Pioneer Park, possibly the most morbid park on planet Earth. Located in Mission Hills, which is a suburb of San Diego, California. 800 dead people in 2 square kilometers.